Live now. All right. Welcome back to the Natural 1's TTRPG channel here on Twitch and in the future, YouTube on Tuesday, 5 p.m. Been a while. Good to be back. Picking up where we left off. Today we have Agni, who's your character, and what class, and any interesting tidbits about your character that people haven't picked up on yet.
Well, I play Lila, an Earth Genasi cleric, that we recently found out who her mother is. That was a shocker. Apparently the god she's been praying to has been her mother, which is odd. But yeah, she just tries to keep the party out of trouble or out of being dead and doesn't always succeed, but got a pretty good track record so far.
Yeah, no deaths
Nobody's
yet.
died yet.
Yeah.
Yet. Being the operative word. We still have all our diamonds for now.
But things
keeping
can
us
change.
well stocked. Yeah.
Despite my best efforts.
Yeah.
And Andrew, who's your character, and what do you think is? What do you like about your character?
Well, I'm currently portraying Thimble, the Feywild Ranger, or the Fey Wanderer Ranger. And I think they're going through their angsty teen phase right now. Because their adoptive mother is an emotionally manipulative Fey goddess.
Yeah.
That's all I've got on my mind right now. I don't know about you.
All right, and Travis, who's your character, and what are you looking forward for your character as far as campaign-wise?
Oh, that's a good question, because I was just thinking. I'll be playing Solestarr. He's a swashbuckling half-elf rogue. He's dashing, daring, and he doesn't skip a meal. But what I'm excited for is I want to turn level 10 in rogue, but then after that I want to multi-class.
All right.
I kind of want to see where else my character can go, and I was thinking bard maybe.
Okay.
Crazy with it.
Well, that makes sense given your character's penchant for swindling and
Exactly.
grifting.
It'd be nice to have some spells in my repertoire, you know?
Oh, I know. I definitely get you.
I'm mostly just relying on those sleight of hands and persuasion.
Gotcha. All right. And back in the fields outside of the forest where Thimble met his Feywild mother, on the carriage sticks out an arrow with a note tied to it.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Solestarr pries the arrow out of the carriage and gives it a read. Thimble, standing next to him, sees some of the words, can't read most of them. But he's got the learning scarf.
What are
Everything A through C I can read.
But Solestarr learns that Reginald...
Between all of us, we could...
Well, no, I can read all of it. I just don't know what most of it means.
Yeah. And Solestarr reads the letter attached to the arrow and realizes that Reginald, his bad dad of a stepfather, is nearby and is asking him to meet him alone about a mile out from where the camp is.
Oh, that's right.
We have Braun asleep by Celia and the fire. We have Lila as well. Everybody's chilling at their campsite. Braun's Echo Bro is patrolling the area as Braun sleeps. Alex plucks a feather from her clothing and drops it over Braun's face as he snores. He's blown the feather and it's floating up and then up and down every time he takes a breath as he loudly snores and grunts in his sleep.
Can somebody turn him over? I feel like we're goblins, wolves. If he keeps snoring any louder.
I'll keep an eye on him.
We should probably
so
talk to
everybody else is, like,
Artificer.
around.
Yeah, we're all here. I'm looking over your shoulder.
Okay, if everybody's around, yeah, okay. We should discuss this letter. This is obviously a trap.
Yes.
I'm kind of
Why would
curious
it not be a
what he
trap?
wants.
I think he wants to kill you
it's
because we
definitely a trap.
killed all of his friends back in Avalon.
When we were leaving. Yeah.
You killed one in Avalon on the docks. The rest you killed at the Aboleth Spires for the Lungs of the World.
Yeah.
Where he got away.
Yep.
I kind of don't want him to get away again. I feel like this might be a chance to take him out for good.
Well, you're not going to
I don't
go
like that
alone,
from
right?
you. Of course not. I wanted to open up the floor and invite you guys to make sure I don't die on this.
Yeah. We'll be sneaky.
Yes.
How are we
So,
gonna
it
do
sounds
that?
like he wants
Oh
to,
yeah, we
well-
got the thing too. That's right.
Yeah, the
Um,
thing.
We got the mother
thing?
blessed us. We're immune to poison and plus
Yeah.
10 HP. Forest favored terrain. While we're here.
Mhm.
Hey, while we're here, yeah.
Yep.
Does he want to meet me tonight? Is this like an urgent thing, or should we rest up a bit?
Oh,
I think we can come back to this eventually.
it looks like it's a pretty urgent.
All right, so it's got to be tonight.
Yep.
Besides, I don't think we're getting any sleep.
Mhm.
Good thing. Did we have any encounters?
No.
No.
Yeah, it was just all roleplay last time.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least we've rested since the last encounter.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I was just
My inventory. Oh yeah, I have this phoenix that I still haven't really bonded with.
yeah. We got backup if we need it, which is
Oh, I
nice.
still have. Yeah, I was gonna say I only have 2 days marked down on meditating so far because I used it at the town, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
I've got my charges back.
Yeah.
And it sounds like Fimble's got theirs.
Yeah.
I've got everything. So going in with the giant flaming firebird, that's probably not the sneaky way.
No.
It's just a backup, a failsafe.
Yeah.
So it sounds like I'm going to have to approach alone, so it's got to look like I'm alone. But if you guys are like camped out nearby,
Mhm.
like snipe down, things go bad. We should probably try and at least scout it out beforehand just to see what we're dealing with. So I know that I'm not walking into like behind enemy lines,
Mhm.
Can't get back out.
Okay. Larry, I'm gonna drink some coffee going into this.
All right. No.
Yep.
For Fimble, yeah, that's exactly what would happen.
Oh man.
I'm alert.
Okay. Alex and Celia
So can
look
we
at
do,
each
like-
other and they look down at Braun and like, we'll hold the fort here if you three want to take off.
Braun just looks so peaceful when he's sleeping. I don't want to disturb him. He's earned this.
Earned some rest.
Yeah. Let's go scout the area.
Okay. There's one other thing I wanted to do. What was it? Oh,
Yeah. You look at the note and it says due east, a mile out. You'll see my campfire. I'm alone, and you better be alone.
Oh, it says he's alone too. Okay. This changes things. Okay, so we don't really need to scout the area, but as long as you guys are nearby.
I'm gonna go into stealth and scout the area because I don't believe that he's actually alone.
I
That's
suck
smart.
at stealth, so I will just hang back because I'm in armor.
Clank, clank, clank went the cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was looking over my spells while I was, because I haven't changed them in a while.
Yeah. So you travel for about a half an hour. You can see the smoke trail from his campfire pointing out which way to go as you traverse. It's thick, tall grass. A nice cold breeze brushes over the three of you as you continue, hinting at a change of seasons. And you see a silhouette of a horse and a man eating out of a bowl next to a fireplace, next to a fire pit. Wide open fields with some trees off behind and some thick shrubs and brush, but seems to be no one else there.
Seems to be. Thimble, do you want to scout around the area?
Yeah,
We'll hang
tall
back here
grass.
for a bit.
Something for me to scurry through. You know,
Yep.
the
Velociraptor style.
you know, I may be 6'5", but I can sneak through tall grass.
Yeah, you can army crawl through it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and as you go to leave, I'll cast guidance on Thimble just to give you an extra.
Okay, you don't need to do. I already have an advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll give Solestarr guidance for your probably
That'll
charisma
be
you'll be rolling.
Sweet. That'll
So
be
you get an
sweet.
extra D4.
All right, so I'm going to put you right down over here in the corner. Probably you can't see it. Right in here. I'll go ahead and move this big guy here so you can see it.
Oh hey, look at me! I'm so Heidi. I rolled a 17 on my stealth.
All right. So yeah, you're hiding, and the blades are just grass blades are just popping up over your head. You see him look up.
My antlers.
2 sticks moving.
You put some leaves on them, so it looks like branches. No.
Actually, I think during the transition, our leaves and stuff did start sprouting from my antlers.
It was either that or ivy. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Something green.
Yep.
Well, Ivy has leaves.
But yeah, you see Reginald just sitting there by himself, eating a bowl of food. He looks up,
Smells good.
scans the area. That kid better get here. I don't have much time.
About how far away am I if I'm at the very far end of the clearing?
You're. Let me grab up.
I'm assuming it's probably several hundred feet, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you're about 150 feet away.
Okay.
I'm posted up behind a tree, on the edge line.
I can do 150 because that means if in a round I needed to run 30 to do some of my guiding bolt, which is 120 feet away, would work.
Really cool.
Am I within 30 feet?
You are within 45.
Damn, that's not 30 feet.
No.
Okay. Oh, good.
Can I do one last perception check just to make sure that there's nobody around before I walk up to?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
can I do that within the bushes as well?
Yes, you can.
I got a 19.
19.
I got 23.
All right. Both of you see nothing, nobody around. You do see a couple owls sitting next together in a tree far off onto the side. You hear crickets and frogs, but it's just Reginald and his horse. Stands up, clinks his spoon in his bowl, and sets it down, stretches, looks up at the sky, and then he looks back down solemnly.
When he looks back at the ground, I want to fire a shot, just one arrow bolt, right between his feet.
All
He's
right.
looking down.
Go for it.
Let's see. It's been a while since I've attacked. 4.
Do accuracy.
That's 24.
24. Yeah, it lands right in the middle of his feet, and he cracks a smirk and looks up at the direction where it came. You always were a good shot.
The next one goes between your eyes.
I wouldn't have it any other
Between
way.
your eyes.
Promise.
Tell me what you want before I come any closer.
Well, I have a contract. And this is my last couple hours, so either I kill you or you kill me. 'Cause if I don't kill you, I'm a dead man already. Pulls off one of his gloves, and in the firelight from the pit, you can see he has a dark black ring around one of his fingers that's sort of moving around.
He got married.
What is that?
It's
What's wrong?
it's something that can't be removed. If I don't do what I was set out to do, then I'll be pulled into the abyss, left to rot. Can't remove it.
Kill me?
And your friends, but mainly you.
It's a very vague contract.
Well, I didn't really have much of a choice. Because when I took it, that minion took hold of my ship and my crew. It's either watching everybody die there, or try and stop you and your friends from doing what you've been doing and disrupting the Dominion and their forces. And now they're all dead. It's just me. So now, with 2 hours left, I still can't bring myself to kill you. But I have to.
But you don't have to. You could let this go.
How? I can't break out of the contract. He raises his other hand. It was on this hand, and you see that one of his fingers is gone. It just transfers. No dispel or countermeasures can get rid of this. It's a signed deal to oblivion.
I step out of the bushes. Does it say that we have to stay dead?
I told you not to come.
Reginald, I don't know if you've been properly introduced, but Reginald, this is my friend Fimble. Fimble
I
is,
remember.
Reginald.
I remember him.
I think I shot an arrow at you.
Yeah.
I hit you with an arrow.
Rubs his shoulder.
Might as well at this time. We got another friend over there, back behind the bushes. Why don't you come on out?
So you've
Lila.
left your camp unattended to?
No, we got people behind.
Well, I hope they can fight. The Dominion has been on your trail. They sent a group after you.
Fuck.
They should be at your camp in
I knew
about... I came here to warn you. That's why I told you to come by yourself.
A trap! You created a trap by trying to keep us from going into a trap!
Why couldn't you just be the father you always were and just leave? Why now did you have to come back and try and...
Because my life is on the line, and so is yours. Plus, there's something I have to give you. Yes, after these next 2 hours, I won't be needing it anymore. Pulls a knife out of its sheath, flips it around, hands out the handle to you.
What's this for?
It's for you. It's a key to a ship off the coast near Vinland.
Solestarr always did want his own ship.
This is really tempting. I also don't trust him. Why are you helping me? Out of
I'm doing the last good thing that I can before I die.
Does the contract say that we need to stay dead?
That's true.
You could just kill him and then we bring him back later after your contract is ended.
I'm pretty sure they want like his head brought back when he's dead.
Yeah, we can't do that.
I read in the book.
They deserve
in
proof
my book of words.
death.
Can I detect magic on the area and see what I can detect on the...
How far... are you up with the group now, or are you still 150 behind?
No, I came up when they waved me over.
Okay.
And I can detect magical items within 30 feet. Faint aura, any visible creature or object in the area bears magic. You can learn its school of magic. So I'm curious if I can learn about the ring.
Yeah, let me bring up my notepad for something else. All right. So you cast it and you see the auras of all the magical items that Fimble and Solestarr have.
Keeps getting in my eye.
Okay. So you get the feeling that it's an ancient magic from the Shadowfell.
Okay.
For death dealers and assassins.
So I guess I have two questions. I'm assuming remove curse is not going to work.
Yep, he already told you that.
Yep. Well, I wasn't there for that portion of the conversation, but yes. And then my next question is, can we rewrite the contract? Like overwrite it somehow?
In 2 hours? You think you can get to Athon's point in 2 hours?
I don't know. It's just
Do we have a
thought
fast
process.
travel there?
That's where the contract is being held.
I don't remember all our fast travel points. I know what they look like on the map.
You haven't
but-
been to Athon's point. It's the
Okay.
Dominion headquarters, the
Oh, yeah.
Coruscant, yeah.
I accidentally
Also,
opened a
just
window.
let him die.
I mean, that's true.
Like, hey, no offense, but you've been a bad guy for like the entire time we've known you.
My
Like,
hand
you-
was kind of forced, my friend.
I mean, but even,
But I did take
even
some pleasure.
Solestarr says that you're bad too. Like before that.
Ever since I was young, he taught me how to be a killer. He is the one who made me what I am today.
Wow, that was really badass.
And look, I came to this meeting wanting to kill you, and now that I know that you only have 2 hours left, it's not even enough time for me to tell you everything I want to say. All the ways you fucked me up.
Well,
I'll never be the same happy-go-lucky.
that's the thing
Oh.
about abuse. It tends to get passed on. And I apologize for that.
And look at you coming in at the 7th hour, coming in with all these revelations, trying to be the good guy, and the entire
I'm
time
just
you're the
trying
bad
to
guy. You're not going to rewrite the story. You're not going to come and play the hero. I'll take this knife. You know what it means to me, you giving me this knife after making me the killer that I am. It's just a spit in my face. But I'll take the knife still. And I'll take the boat.
But
I'll
you're
save the
alive,
world.
aren't you?
I guess part of the things I want to say is I also want to thank you. But you don't deserve that. You don't deserve my gratitude.
Understandable.
Would you prefer do you want to wait the 2 hours out, or should I just kill you now? How do you want it? How do you want to die?
You can do as you please. But just know you've got about 15 minutes before that group hits your camp.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna just start going there now.
So we
Like,
gotta
Um,
go.
With my parting words, I'm going to ask Reginald for one final act. If I could persuade him to come fight with us, protect my friends, help save the world.
All right. Go ahead and roll for persuasion.
Let's do this.
Don't forget you
And
have
then
a
I get that D4 too. Yeah. Oh,
Question.
boss, I'm going to need that. I'm going to use a point of luck. One of my 3. 'Cause that was. that's
Question, because I know I can't use the horse in combat, but could I use it for transportation to run faster?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know, like, I can't use its abilities right now, and we've done the whole, like, come out and hang out, and since we're running back in a hurry, it's probably got double my movement speed.
And with your detect magic, you do see an aura glowing off the dagger. And it looks like it's a similar type of magic from that of the ring.
Hey, Soul, can we put that dagger in here for right now? And I'm gonna like hold
Oh, yeah.
open the bag of holding.
Really? Because I just took my gloves off and I've got my bare hands on this. I don't like rubbing it
bad
between my
magic.
feet.
No.
It's a black, jagged dagger that reads Captain Skillis.
I'm like picking my teeth with it. Like,
No. Let's not.
no.
Maybe we can make it not as cursed, and then you can play with it.
Okay, well, we'll check it out when we get back to camp. But I rolled a 28 for my persuasion
All right.
to try and get
Nice.
Reginald to fight with us.
One last time. I'll join you. I think I've earned a good death.
For what it's worth, it'll be good to fight by your side again. If only to watch you die.
Either way, it sounds like a good time to spend with my son. He gets up on his horse. Well, if we're going to make it, you better either hop on or start running.
Third
I
bad
would
parent this
similarly-
week to
Well,
try and reconcile.
how about we do Solestarr? You hop on with Reginald and get going, and then no. Okay.
I will not ride
don't
with
know.
him, but instead, I'm gonna get my mount out and get Captain Nibs, my dragon, ride him.
And fly.
Okay.
Okay. I'll bring the Phantom Steed out. I'm assuming me and Fimble could fit on it because it's a pretty big horse, right?
Yeah. You
Okay.
can put 2 people on a horse.
Yeah, because I remember it being like draft horse size.
Yep. It's a big one.
Big boy.
Yeah. So you all get going and ride along. We got Lila leading the pack. You can see flashes of light off in the distance where your camp is.
He said we had 15 minutes.
I mean,
Man.
he was 4 or 5 miles away, and we're riding on horses, so
A mile off,
that'd be
yeah.
That was,
I was gonna say
that's fantasy time.
could do a 4-minute mile with a horse.
And as you come, you see people breaching the forest line, closing in on the group. Celia turns to look and tries to call out, but nothing comes out of her voice. She looks to Alex, and they both have been silenced.
Oh, lovely. There's a silence spell somewhere in that mess.
They realize it, and they both head towards the carriage and inside, and they lock up. And let's see, through here.
Ron is going to sleep through this entire
Oh,
battle.
it's a 20-foot radius for the silence, so technically he's silently asleep.
He's still asleep.
Well, that's
And his Echo Bro is gone. All right, just take these guys. And all right, that goes over here. More. Okay. So the 4 of you get on, and your horse and your dragon sort of land and then dissipate and zoom into your crystals. And I'm going to have you guys roll for initiative.
Okay.
Here we
I'm
go.
gonna use D&D Beyond today.
And I'll roll
and
for
have a horrible
Reginald.
roll.
Alrighty, that's going to be 17 for Fimble, the highest initiative roll he's had all campaign.
No, I think
you've had higher.
a decent.
I've had higher, I know. I just like to point out the fact that I'm always rolling 4s.
Well, yeah, I've been recently, but yeah. All right, so you had 17. Reginald got 16. Solestarr, what'd you get?
18.
18, all righty. So Solestarr, Fimble, Reginald, Lila, what'd you get?
I got a 10.
10. All right, I got a roll for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh gosh. question on that.
Give us
spell,
1
and
second,
I
please.
have
Thank
it,
you.
so- Oh no, you're fine. I gotta look it up on my own spells. Because I also have silence, so. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna switch it
Good
up.
to know.
Can't read that one. Okay, 19.
That would not help me. Okay.
It's enough for 20. Bum, 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 bum. And 7. Let's roll 3. All right, that's only 5 total. All right, so first up we have okay. First up, we have the Skull Crusher Ogre. He's going to come charging at the carriage. The horses
What?
scatter. It's a Skull Crusher Orc. It's a big guy.
Yeah. Just drop that name so casually. Skull Crusher Ogre.
Yeah. Comes by and he raises his hand and takes a swipe at the carriage. Trying to break through. So it's gonna be. So yeah, he smashes through part of the wall. You can through the breaks in the wood. You can see Alex and Celia. He removes his giant spiked mace, then looks to the group, and then he tries to pry through the boards open. Next NPC. 10. A rogue's gonna run through, and then he's gonna throw he's gonna throw a smoke bomb. Try and hide. Smoke fills up in the area, and then as it clears, it's nowhere to be found. Solestarr, you're up. Right now you're right here.
So far, the only other 2 NPCs we could see, one of them disappeared, the other one's the Skull Crusher.
Yeah, Skull Crusher. Then you see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 others in the tree line.
Tree line. I see him now.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, as a rogue, I'm going to make use of my dash action and like to dash over to Braun and wake him up.
Okay. So you run over.
That's within 60 feet, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You shake him up and rolls over on his side. And he looks up and tries to talk to you, but he can't. He's been silenced.
Right. It's a good thing he's been working on his hand signals, because I'd let him know, boy, it's on.
Gets up and he...
If not, I'll show him my crossbow and be like, hey, yeah, like,
He gets up and looks around and sees the ogre and picks up his war axe. I mean, his war pick, not his war axe. I'll roll for his initiative. That's 11. So Lila, you had 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's right before you.
The cleric goes last. That could be good. That could be bad.
That strategically speaking, I think that's for everyone's best
For the
interest.
party dynamic, that's great. The question is, how far down the line of NPCs do I go?
Okay.
All right.
Not good.
So that was just my bonus action. I'd like to fire a couple shots at the Skull Crusher
Alrighty.
guy trying to get into the carriage.
Yeah, fire some exploding bolts at him.
No, I only have
Right
the
next to the
one.
carriage. So if there's any extra damage, you won't have a carriage anymore.
Right.
I like having a carriage.
Carriages are nice.
I like sleeping in the carriage and not, 40 feet away from the carriage on the ground in a haunted village.
Right.
But you survived, so it's all right.
Sweet. So for the first attack, I got 26 to hit.
And that absolutely does.
Second attack, I only got a 12.
All right. 12 does not.
And that last shot was just an 11.
Yeah. So the first shot pierces right at its forearm as it tries to pierce it open. He sees the other two shots come in and raises its shield, glance right off. And it turns its focus towards you and Braun. All right, and then we got Thimble. You're up next.
Fantastic.
Can I do some damage?
No.
Please?
It has to be me.
D10, I got a 9 plus my dexterity, which is 4, so that's 13.
13 to hit? Oh, you have 13 damage. Sorry. All right.
Damage for that one shot, yeah.
Okay. Write that down.
We're on the scoreboard, guys.
13 points down for the Skull Crusher. Thimble, you're up. What you want to do?
Fantastic. You know what I want to do? I am going to... One second.
Dance!
I'm freaking out, man.
Is that caffeine hitting you
I'm
yet?
going to turn on my combat music is what I'm going to do.
There you
I'm gonna
go.
turn and I'm going to run at that orc and I'm going to leap at him with a 1, 2, 3 swing of my quarterstaff.
Okay.
All right.
Run, cha! The line must be drawn here.
18, 17, 17 and 23.
All three hit. 17's the
hit.
magic number.
I love that. Okay. So now I get to deal damage, and that's always my favorite part of this character. All the goddamn different dice.
I totally forgot to look at my new weapon. It's scary.
Yeah. Yeah, your mace evolved.
Yeah, I see that. I'm gonna have to write myself a new note card of equipment.
Thing I need to figure out. Oh, that's only a D4. All right, he takes 23 points of damage. 8 of those being psychic.
All right. No, it's what, 24 you said?
Is that what I said? No, 23.
Oh, 23. Okay. Plus 8.
I mean, I'll take the extra point.
The 23 and 8 of it psychic. Okay.
Yep.
So you see it pick its head up and just sort of stagger back a couple of steps, and it shakes it off. And it looks right down at you since you landed right next to him after taking your hit. And it just
And I will
lowers its head and
sorry,
just growls, and you just feel like a nasty ogre breath just brush over you and spittle and everything.
And as the spittle like hits my face, I'm like, oh, my one weakness, bad. And I misty step into the tree branch directly behind him.
Boink. Okay.
With a puff of whatever, I guess green energy.
Yeah.
You know, whatever shows up whenever I misty step.
I think it's technically like a silvery thing, but I think for you it's more earth, like petals and leaves and just like
I like that. It's
grass.
just like plant matter. I melt into plant matter and then that melts into smoke.
Just a trail that leads you off to where it is. He looks up and follows the trail, and it looks at you up in the tree, sort of as you mock him. You got Reginald's up next. They're gonna run up to the carriage. They're going to search for that missing. Search for that missing rogue. Woo, that's a natural 20. They spot him. Right over here. And he's going to take out his crossbow and fire 2 shots. 19. And it's only 15, so the first arrow hits. 5. That's 7 points of damage. To 10. And then he rolls his back to the carriage. And then we've got NPC 1, NPC 2, NPC 3, NPC 4. Sorry, I've been watching Community again. And a Dominion Paladin comes running up.
He's really not doing well.
No, he's having trouble standing up. I shouldn't have drank all that.
Before this fight.
I should have drank. All right, and they're gonna cast Magic Missile at level 3.
Ouch.
And they're going.
The paladin casting magic missile.
And they're gonna go for Solestarr, Braun, and Reginald. Let me read this right. Okay, so sorry, I can't read it in this low light. It's a 1d8 plus 1 force damage. Okay. Somebody's liking that water. All right, so Solestarr, you take 2 points of damage. Woo! Braun takes 6.
I feel like I got it easy.
And Reginald takes 3 points. got Bronze up next. And he's just going to run to the Skull Crusher. And as he does that, he's going to call his... Well, he can't call his Echo Bro because he's silenced. My bad.
I know.
He's going to run up and try to use his war pick to hook behind its leg and pull it out from under him.
Does that mean my bad breath joke just didn't land because I was in a field of silence?
No, Braun was originally.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Where
the
is
other
this
side
field of silence? What's covered?
It's like right in here, right near the campfire where everybody was. Well,
Gotcha.
a sneaky silence attack. So that's 13. Ogre lifts its foot, and Bronze ice war pick goes right by, and then Lila, you're up.
Okie dokie.
Here.
Hey. I will go ahead and run at the ogre orc.
You got what,
Whichever
35?
one it is.
Yeah, 30 or
I have
35.
30.
All right,
I have 30 feet, so however
30.
close I
So
can get.
I'll put you
Dramatic
outside of
camera
this.
angle.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
put you right outside the silent field, or where it was,
Okay.
anyways.
Well, if I can't reach him yet, I will. Why not? I will guiding bolt the. Well, no, I can't really see him because Braun's in the way, huh? The
Yeah.
rogue.
Yeah, you've got
Okay, well, I guess I'll
you
just
got a-
guiding bolt the.
Pally or the orc. Already, or ogre. Sorry, there is an orc, but he hasn't come up yet. So
Okay,
I always get
so it's
orcs
an
and
ogre.
ogres mixed up.
You're fine. So that would be. Let's see if I do any better. There's a 17 to hit.
The ogre, yes.
Yes.
17's the magic number for that guy.
Nice. And that's. Ow, that's loud. 18 points of. Is that force damage? Radiant.
Radiant damage.
18 points of radiant. I rolled pretty high on all of my d6s.
Yeah, you did. Good job.
5, 6, 4, and a 3. Did I
Right. Stumbles back from the hit. You can see the radiant fire sort of burns his overall skin. Starts oozing like green blood out of its mouth and nose. It is
Lovely.
officially bloodied.
Nice. That's it on my turn because I can't get any closer.
Okay.
And all my bonus action
NPC
stuff is
3.
healing, which is not going to help right now.
All right, we got a warlock comes running up. He's gonna run over and cast. Let's see. I think I put it in here. Well, that's stupid. It's gonna cast Cloud Kill.
Go.
20-foot radius. Ugh, I really need glasses from this low light. Yellow, green, blah blah blah.
Well, let's
Nice. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on turn, or starts their turn there, creature must make a Constitution saving throw. Creature takes 5d8 poison damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. But I believe you are all immune
We're
to
all
poisonous.
immune to poison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Luckily, the warlock doesn't know that, but it's still going to cast it. Pretty much right in between Solestarr and Lila. And he chuckles, but then he looks and nobody seems to be affected.
Stinky breath, stinky farts. You guys are just stinky.
It's silent but deadly.
Looks at the group and he rolls his shoulders and raises his shield. You can see the shield is like made out of dark shadow, and it looks like there's faces that are popping in and out of the main shield.
Lila, that shield's for you.
No, mine's better.
2. 2. That's 5. All right. Now the orc's going to come running up. And going to take its two-handed battle axe and swing down on Braun. Ooh. That's an 18 plus 3, so that's a 21. That does hit. It's going to be 8 points of damage, slashing. And then it's gonna kick Braun in the butt to knock him off balance. And that's a natural 20. So he does just that. So Braun is face first in the dirt, knocked prone.
Lovely.
NPC 5. Second rogue. It's gonna run up to the campfire and it's gonna throw 3 daggers at Solestarr. $17 for the first one. $15 for the second, and $18 for the third.
Okay, so 17 and 18 for sure.
Okay.
15 not quite.
It's going to be 7 points of damage to you. So you're able to dodge one of the knives, but the other 2 get you. And we're back up to the ogre. And it turns and laughs and sees Braun on the ground. It raises its giant mace and swings it down towards him. It does have
Advantage.
Yep.
Because he's prone.
Oof. All right. He's going to do 10 points of damage to Braun. Thump. Just like stepping on a ketchup packet. Braun just spits blood all over the glass as he takes the hit.
Lovely.
Second one. The rogue's gonna come up and try to do a multi-attack with his daggers to Reginald. 17 hits. That's 18 to both hit. 6 damage and 10 damage to Reginald. So he takes 2 cuts on his arm and one right next to his kidney. We've got Solestarr, you're up.
All right. So with those daggers that were just thrown at me, would I be able to pick one of them up from the ground?
You can take one that's lodged in you and pull it out and throw it. Yeah.
Even better. I'm not going to throw it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge straight at that guy who threw it at me.
Alrighty. You do so.
Cool. And with my particular rogue class, I can make a sneak attack technically on a character, as long as it's just me and them and there's nobody else really around.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a sneak attack with that dagger. Let's try and hit first. Probably be a good start.
We shall see.
That would be a 17.
That does hit.
Dope. Okay,
Go
so
ahead and roll for damage.
One. Nice. So
Oh,
that's
no, go ahead.
21 damage total. Piercing.
21 piercing. Alrighty.
Yeah.
That was... Alright. See, he tries to dodge your attack, and you just get him right in the side, and pull it out, and just blood just sort of pours out of his side, and he takes a step back.
Oh, it's in character.
Yeah. Coughing up a little blood. Got a little TB, tuberculosis. No. It wasn't your attack. It's just a little tuberculosis. It's all right.
He was
It's
already
actually very
gonna
common
die.
in this world.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of... Yeah.
Now I feel bad for him, all right? He's got a family at home.
They
in my
also
bonus
have
section,
TV.
I'd like...
Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole TB family.
Okay, so I can just write them off. They're going to die anyways. I'd like to disengage, move around the campfire, and as close to Lila as I can.
Okay. And you have 30 speed as well?
30.
All right, so you use 15, so you got another 15. So you're right next to the fireplace, about 10 feet away from Lila.
Okay, that'll work. And that's all I can do for now.
Okay. And then we've got Fimble. You're up next. You're up in the trees.
I am up in the tree, and I really I'm not a fan of that ogre next to
Ron.
the caravan.
Yeah.
So he's
Kind of
gonna
a
get.
dick.
He's kind of a dick. He shouldn't be there. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send some arrows his way.
All right.
2 of said arrows will be regular. The third one will be of an explosive variety.
All righty.
Not
sure
an
you wanna do
explosive
that?
variety. Yeah, no.
I was gonna say Bron's right there, and the carriage lighting on fire with 2 of our friends in it.
It will be ice.
There you go.
Ice, baby.
Wait, no. No. Hold on. Is he within 10 feet of the caravan and Braun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Bron's at his feet.
Yeah, Bron's at his feet. He's typically
okay.
he's 10
You know
feet
what?
away
Yeah,
from the carriage. So
It's going to be an ice arrow. I was looking for one of these magical arrows that didn't have a strength DC. All of them are strength DC. Even the radiant bolt is a strength DC, which That don't make sense to me. Okay, 3
I mean,
arrows.
it's all. I was gonna say it's all dodging arrows, I guess.
Hmm.
Explosions.
Would be death.
Look, the Lord is my strength.
Hey, you're lucky. Which lord in D&D is it?
Okay, that's too short on the first arrow. That is going to be a whopping 27 on the second, and then for the magical ice arrow, it's going to be a miss.
All
so
right.
one of those arrows does hit.
All right. The arrow zooms by. Lila sees it land about 15 feet behind her and sort of explode.
It wasn't that bad of a... I missed by 2, guys. Come on.
Yeah, but it doesn't not stop. It keeps going.
Yeah, it's good enough that you didn't hit either of us on the other side. So
Yeah.
Good thing.
At least it wasn't a 1.
Yeah, there you go.
He takes 8 points of damage from the 1 arrow.
Okay, that's not bad. He's already bloodied, so.
Yeah. That's 8 less HP he had last turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
And do you have any bonus actions you can do, or?
Taking a look at that right now. I don't have any bonus actions, but I will use my movement to move along the tree line.
Okay.
If I can.
Yeah. It is your favorite terrain.
I do like trees.
Trees.
Wee boy.
Like, how far do you want to go?
Probably a good 15, 20 feet. Right where you got me. That's a good distance right there.
Alrighty.
I like that spot.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Yeah, up in the trees, we've got Reginald up next. He's going to turn and face this rogue in front of him. And he's going to take one of his knives and one of his crossbow bolts and sort of try to thrust it into the rogue's neck.
Damn.
16, so that first dagger attack hits, and then crossbolt, that's a 17, so both hit. The dagger on the side is 4 points of damage, and that's 10, right? Oh, yep, it's 10. Six. And crossbow bolt. Another 8 points of damage. The rogue does sort of dodge it, so it just scrapes the back of its neck, but still does damage. So it's not dead, but very close to it. All right, and then we've got NPC 1.
Our lovely paladin.
Yar.
Look, let's not get attached to another NPC this combat. Okay?
Yeah. Larry, when you get a chance, if you can readjust the camera, because we cannot see.
I gotcha.
Thank you.
You are most welcome. All right, so they're going to cast Witch Bolt at Lila. And landing between you and the target, making a ranged spell attack against the creature. On a hit, target takes 1d12 lightning damage. Okay. Spell attack.
Mm-hmm.
Guess that's 19.
Misses.
This is all right. So you're able to use your shield, and the bolt just crackles energy off of it.
Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
And I don't think they have any. Oh, they do. They're going to use a lightning lure on Solestarr. Creature, you create a leash of lightning energy that strikes at one creature of your choice that you can see within 15 feet. Target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pulled up to 10 feet closer.
Has the silence around the fire dropped then?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming it was either the paladin or the sorcerer.
Warlock.
Or warlock, sorry.
That's it. So, yeah. So go ahead and make a strength saving throw. If not, you take 1d8 points of damage.
Sol, you're still muted.
I only got a 6.
Alright, I will roll for damage.
Give me that damage.
That's 6 points of damage to you.
Bummer.
And we've got Braun
You said
up
I got
next.
pulled too?
Yep, pulled 10 feet closer so you're like right in front.
Yeah.
Nice and close to each other. And we got Braun. He's going to use his movement to stand up, push off of his war pick. Spit some blood at the ogre, and then he's going to take 2 swipes with his ice pick, with his war pick. Ugh. Ooh, that's 18, so that first one hits. 17, so both hit. Go ahead and make sure I do damage right, because it is special. Alright, so that's 8 points for the first one. And 9 points, so that's 17 points. Skull Crusher. Right. The second strike, he's managed to land it, and it pierces right through its forearm, and it's stuck. It shrieks out in pain. Braun's holding on. It lifts him up. Braun's sort of dangling with his war pick. And then Lila, you're up next.
Okay, so 2 questions. One,
No.
are pretty much all of our our foes clustered in a nice, pretty circle?
Some
From
of
what
them,
I
yeah.
can see, most. And 2,
Most, yeah, but Braun's in the middle there too, so.
That's fine. And 2, are we still keeping the house rule that stuff I cast that would normally do at the start of each creature's turn, we're just running on my turn to keep track of?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to cast Guardian of Faith in the middle of that mess.
Alright.
Oh,
So it has.
spicy.
It has anybody within 10 feet of it now needs to make a dex save. It's probably only going to last this one turn. Because it lives up to when it does 60 points of damage.
So we've got Ogre rolls. We've got 17.
So that passes. So 1 pass.
Warlock. He's got. Okay. That's 16 for the Warlock.
That passes.
Paladin. Ooh, they rolled low. That's only a 7, so they take damage.
Oh, everyone takes damage.
You said within 10 feet,
amount.
right? You said
Yes,
within 10
10
feet.
feet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
yeah, it's just those 3 that can that affect it.
Okay, so the ogre takes 10, the warlock takes 10, the paladin takes 20, and it's done
Okay.
40 points of damage. So it can do another 20 before it disappears.
It's 20 on the Warlock.
Nice.
Oh, wait. 20 on the Paladin, 10 on the Warlock.
Yes. So everyone who passed takes half.
I got you.
Radiant. Yep.
Orc. It's an orker. Alrighty. Anything else you can do for your turn?
I will. It's also a cluster for me to get in there, huh? I'll go ahead and run up to the rogue. That's next to Reginald. Yeah.
Blink.
But that's my turn because that's an action.
Alrighty. C3, which means...
Braun's still looking okay, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
He's only down
Like
24.
I think.
Yeah, 24
Yeah.
HP. He's got a lot,
Cool.
so he's not as squishy as everybody else.
Okay. But yes, that is my turn.
Okay.
40 points in a round is not bad.
No, that's something I have to look up and see if Dispel Magic can dissipate your Guardian.
That is a good question. I will actually look at that, do a little research on that as well myself.
Let's see. Dispel Magic, Guardian of Faith.
When you cast the spell using a spell slot 4th level or higher, you automatically no. For each spell
Or have it
of
dispelled
4th level
by
or higher,
magic.
you must make a DC, so 10 plus the level. So if he uses the base level of, so it would dispel it.
Okay.
But it is a 4th level spell, so he'd have to roll
No problem.
DC 11 because it's 10 plus the level.
Okay.
So 1 level above, right? For each spell, 4th level. Yeah.
So it's 15.
So yeah, that would dispel him.
Oh,
Damn.
No warlocks. Run around there. Next we got Orc. They're gonna swing at their battle axe at Braun. That's only a 6. Braun knows it's coming, quickly turns, blocks it with their shield, and then faces the ogre. We got NPC 5. It's Rogue 2. And they're going to throw 3 daggers at Reginald. 16. Another 16. And a natural 20. All 3 hit.
No bueno.
It's 13 points of damage to Reginald. He just takes the hits. The daggers sort of all along his arm as he tries to brace for it, sort of hit. Puts his arm down and starts bleeding and takes a a little bit of a step back, just 1 foot back. And we've got Ogre. It's going to try and it brings up its shield and it's going to run right through Braun, at least try to. And shield bash. 19 plus 3, so that's a 21, so that will hit. Another 10 points of damage to Braun. It's through, just barrels through, knocking everybody out the way. Braun flies back and is prone again. And the ogre is just sort of in the middle of all this mess. That's 10. Is Rogue 1. They're gonna take 2 swipes with their daggers at Reginald. Reginald dodges the other one, and second one cuts right across his chest, dealing 7 points of damage. And Solestarr, you're up next. You are right here next to the paladin, the ogre. Braun's behind you on the ground, and you've got the warlock behind you as well.
This is looking bad. Not where Rogue wants to be, right in the middle of it all. I would like to grab that second dagger that was lodged in me and make another sneak attack, but this time on the paladin that's right there in front of me.
Gotcha.
Because he's been getting on my nerves. Cool. That would be a 21.
That hits. Palidon.
That's 25 piercing damage. Sweet. And then
You see the
bonus action.
Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, go for it. I'll wait till you're done.
Cool. I would like to give Braun a hand and pick him up.
All right.
Help him
You
out.
turn quickly and reach out your hand. He sees it, and just like in Predator, grab hands, bring him up.
Yes.
You son of a bitch.
And then I would immediately cower behind him. Recover.
Ah.
Woof. Thank you. Knocking everybody over.
So that would be, are you going to use a disengage to do that? Because if you try to move behind him, he leaves an opportunity attack.
From which person?
Paladin, the one that was in front of you.
So with my swashbuckling rogue, one of my features is fancy footwork. If I make a melee attack against a creature, that guy can't take opportunity attacks me.
Cool.
Me.
Good
So
to know.
I'd like to use that.
All right, you do.
Oof. Light on my feet.
All right, but yeah, with your first dagger attack, you see a gap in its armor, and you hit it right there, and it's bleeding out quite a bit, and coughing up some blood, and we got some thimble action up next.
Yes, we do.
Hey, they're in a nice little cluster for you from behind.
Yeah, fireball.
They are in a nice exploding arrow would be very useful in this situation.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the orc and the paladin and the warlock.
Yeah.
A
Yeah, they're all
warlock.
standing right there within 10 feet of each other, and
Or
nobody
no, that's the
else.
other
No,
rogue.
warlocks. So yeah, we've got the rogue, paladin, orc,
Actually, yeah,
ogre.
can I get the top-down view? That mess.
Yeah, 'cause
It is just a cluster of colors for me, really. Wow, it really is a party here. I don't
Yeah.
know who's who, what's what, who's in danger,
That-
who's
Give it a second
Ogre.
to focus.
Yeah.
Orc, paladin, rogue, warlock, Solestarr,
Well,
Braun, Lila,
you know what?
rogue.
I'm realizing now is if I send 3 blasting arrows at that orc right there, his 2 buddies will be within 10 feet of him, but none of mine will.
You mean the orc, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the orc, not the ogre.
The orcer.
Orcer.
So I think that's what I'm gonna do. 3 blasting arrows centered on the orc.
Alrighty.
All right.
Berserker.
16,
Would you like to make fuck? No.
24, and a nat 1.
Ooh.
So only 1 hits? I think.
Well,
I think
Okay.
17
The
is
20
the magic number.
For the orc, it's actually
the
8.
orc
It's 18.
is
Ogre.
18 to hit him.
Yeah. Ogre is 17.
Dang. Well, one of them hits him.
Yes, it does. And what is that damage?
Let's take a look at the blasting arrow.
And the blasting arrow says.
It needs to roll a dexterity
All
saving
right.
throw.
Well, you should still do arrow damage, and then you do
Yeah.
the blasting on top of it.
Oh yeah, no, it's taking 6 damage just from the arrow alone.
Oof, that's 6 total for it
Okay,
save.
so now he's going to take 3d6 fire damage.
All right. So 6 on top of.
It's not looking good, Jerry. 17 fire damage.
Woo!
But here's the thing: his 2 buddies that are within 10 feet of him also need to make saving throws.
Alrighty. Let me write down the initial damage for Mr. Orky. That was. You said 25?
23 total.
23 total, my bad. 3 points total for that. Alright, and we'll do Ogre first. They're going to make a saving throw, and that is 19. Paladin.
DC 15. So
Yep, so 19 beats 15.
19 does beat 15, so he only takes half of 17, which I'd say 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
You round down.
Ogre. And then we've got Mr. Paladin is going to roll. Oof, and that's only a 6.
So he takes
So they
17.
fail. He takes 17 points of damage. Poor Pally.
Poor Pally. But also, I rolled a 1, Larry,
Uh-oh.
on one of those arrows. So I will defer
Line
to
of
you
sight.
on what happens there.
I'm going to roll to see who gets it. Because it can either be Braun or Lila.
It can't be any random person in the crowd.
Oh, we'll see. But we'll see what I roll. That's a natural 20. All right. So instead of the group getting hurt, it's going to be the rogue that's facing Reginald.
And anyone within a 10-foot radius.
Yeah.
Well, since it is a 1, we're going to negate that damage. So it's just going to be on the rogue
Arrow
itself. Yeah, just its
Okay.
arrow
So it's
damage.
gonna not
Just arrow
explode?
damage.
Yeah. It
Okay, so just
pierces
regular
his
damage.
back, and the crystal, the glass that holds the magic is still intact. It didn't shatter, so it's just lodged in his back.
Okay. Well, if that is the case, he takes 8 points of damage.
Alrighty. That's
How's the
10.
ogre looking anyway?
It's not doing too well. Probably gonna be out in the next 2 rounds. Its HP is 100 and it's 86 points out of 100, so it's only got 14 more points of damage left. So 8 on rogue. Alrighty. And we got Reginald next. He's not doing too well. He's going to take out one of the daggers that's on his forearm, pull it out, and then slash at the rogue's throat yet again. And that's a natural 20. Woo, woo.
That's not what I would recommend in a first aid situation.
They're blood brothers.
Yes, the weapon is. I was gonna say the weapon is usually acting as a plug.
Yeah, but he's on death's door already, so I don't think he cares too much. 7, 8, so that's 18 points of damage. And then actually,
That's my dad.
No,
One
it's
of them.
not. He killed your dad, or betrayed him at least.
well, we don't really know. He just found him at the orphanage. But
What really is a father?
he's a bad dad.
I don't think he deserves redemption.
Nah, me either.
Hey, you're the one who asked him.
Okay.
But yeah, he lands a strike and a precision hit, and cuts the rogue's throat, and it's got its hand across its throat and falls to the ground and trying to not bleed out. So right now it's slowly dying. So technically I've taken it off the map. Let me remove my marker. Okay. Reginald, and we got him paste it on. Paladin.
No paladin of mine. Pal. No
Hey, pal.
No paladin.
Okay, they're gonna cast
keep
Wall
trying.
of Fire.
Jeez.
Right through.
Oh, behind us.
No, it's technically through you.
Oh, lovely.
I'm gonna move this just because. Gear.
Yeah, because we get forced out, I believe.
And Burke on the carriage. Alright, so Wall of Fire. Just you're caught in it. 20 feet high.
I don't like that paladin.
Alright, so I need a dexterity saving throw from Lila and Reginald.
14.
2. Alrighty. So that is 5d8. I don't know. 4. Where'd you go? Okay. 22 points of damage total. So Lila, you take half of that. It's 11.
So 11.
Yep.
So that eats through my temp HP.
And Reginald takes full brunt of the 22. And he's not doing too great at all. He's going to collapse down to one knee and step out of the flames, rolling on the ground to pat himself free. His crossbow is severely damaged and can't use it. And the carriage is on fire.
Yeah.
Carriage is on fire.
Oh.
Celia and is it Alex? that's in
Alex
there?
and Celia, yeah.
Probably all of Brown's booze too.
Oh God.
Yeah, a lot of your guys' stuff is in there, yeah. One, right,
My
so-
things.
All my things! We got Braun next. He's gonna call his Echo Bro to show up right behind the Paladin. And it's gonna take an attack on them. That's 15. Second attack, that is a natural 20. Okay, that's going to be 18 points of damage against the pally. And just with that last swipe, just cuts across the paladin's back, and it drops to its knees. It drops its shield and its sword, just coughing up blood. And then Braun takes his ice pick and just slams it down for an attack. Lands 18. Yep. And as the paladin lands, it drops its shield, it looks up, just blood dripping down. His war pick, bronze war pick, just goes through and just lodges in his mouth and tears off his lower jaw, and just paladin falls to the ground dead.
That was a lot, Braun. That was a lot to do right there.
Oh, I'm surprised it worked. Alright, so paladin is gone. That's NPC 1. Okay, and then Lila, you're up next.
Okay. Question 1.
Nope.
Can I see through the fire? I don't know if you can see.
You can
wall of
see it's varying. It's like it just flickers of motion and shapes.
Okay. But it's more of those like, can I see that Braun move forward, like that shape has moved off?
You can't really, not really, no. Can't really make you
Okay.
see shapes and shadows, like silhouettes.
Well, hail. It can't take damage, so I don't think it matters. Can I? I'll just use another high level slot, but can I go ahead and cast Guardian of Faith to where I was standing in front of the ogre? Like I
They'd
know
be
where
putting
that
it.
space was.
They'd be putting it right in the fire.
It can't take damage. That's the thing. It's a spectral creature that has no HP.
But yeah, you put it right there.
That works.
That
Like, there's no way
Take away
I'm
the
gonna make it through that.
looks badass.
Man, it sits in your fire, and it's just like a giant silhouette statue on fire. The ogre looks at it, sort of about the same height.
Mhm.
readies its mace.
And then everybody within 10 feet that are enemies to me need to make dex saves.
So that's going to be just the ogre. Yeah, just the ogre. Because the rogue and Pally's out. So let's do that. That is only a 9. So
That's
it
a
fails.
So it takes 20 points of damage.
Okay. Mr. Orky. Orky. All right. And how would you like to see that ogre perish?
Well, since they're the same height and my Guardian of Faith is wielding a mace like me, I will just have it smash its head in.
Okay.
Because why not?
So it's like in Sin City when Bruce Willis beats up the yellow guy. Just blood and putty everywhere. Explodes like a melon on contact. And the body falls back on top of the rogue.
Wood.
Yeah, sorry. Well.
No. Elijah Wood was the yellow guy.
No, it wasn't. Elijah Wood was the guy with the glasses. The yellow guy. Yeah. I can't remember the actor's name. I want to say Nick something, but I don't know if that's right. But yeah, he was the yellow smelly guy. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. I should probably rewatch it. The first one, anyone, was good.
Nick Stahl.
Nick Stahl. Okay, so I was halfway there. But yeah, so the ogre, that's head caved in, falls back onto the rogue that had its throat slashed.
Mm-hmm.
And that is that. Let me take that out of cross you out, Mr. Worker. The boss at 3 down.
I'll run over over to the carriage to see if I can help over there on my next turn. But as I run past Reginald, I will cast just a first level healing word on him.
Okay.
That's +7 points. And then one other quick question for you, Larry. So on my Runic Mace of Cold, I have a +8 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Dionysus Grace is only +3 because it is now a versatile weapon versus simple. So I think I'm gonna probably need to take something to be able to wield that better. Because I can't hit well with it right now.
Well, we'll just negate that because it technically is your Runic Mace of Cold. It's just been
leveled up. Okay,
leveled
so
up.
it would just have the +8 instead.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay, that way I know that for future. I'll just keep them both equipped so I have those numbers right there, but I won't use the cold one. Oh, but yeah, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Got this 3.
Yeah, Guardian of Faith is kind of overpowered, but also very weak because it can't move. I was sad that
Warlock is
gonna
raise its shield and
I did not need that.
I can't do that. Okay. All right, they're not going to catch anything. They're just going to take 2 swipes with its dark sword at Solestarr. 7. And that's a natural 20. So second one, you're able to dodge. Next attack lands, and that is 18 points of damage to you.
Sorry, how much?
18.
Sorry, you cut out on the first part of it. How much? What team?
18. 18 points of damage total.
Good to know.
orc. It's gonna run at Braun and swing its battle axe sideways and try to cleave him in twain. That's 20. I think Braun's AC is 20. Let me double check.
Maybe.
I know,
I
just
know
give me a
mine
second.
is.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
20. So it does hit. Yeah, I've got his stuff pulled up already, so don't worry about that.
Cool.
20.
I keep getting messages.
Same here. I forgot to turn the Do Not Disturb on my phone on. But it's okay. I can wait. So it's going to be 17 points of damage to Braun. He tries to block it with his shield, but it just chinks the lower part of his shield and then hits his side armor. Braun's not looking too good. I believe he is bloodied. Let me do the put up his health. Alright, yeah, he's doing alright. He's almost bloodied. Still standing. And after Braun, we've got. Oh, sorry, that was. Ogre was 2, NPC 5 is second rogue. Second rogue is going to run in and follow up that attack from the orc and try to cut at Braun. It's 2 daggers. Whoa, to attack. That's only 2, since 11. Braun dodges it, and that's only a 12. So Braun is able to use his shield to block those attacks from the rogue. And we got Solestarr, you're up next. You're muted.
Can you point me out where I'm at?
You are right here. Let's see.
Damn. Still in the middle of it.
Yep, right behind Braun, you got the warlock, an ogre, and a rogue left. It's a massive cluster.
Yeah, that fire's not doing me any good either.
Yeah, it's keeping your back nice and warm.
Who would be the closest person to me then?
The warlock to your left, this dude right here.
Cool. No, it's been working for me before. Let's do it again. Let's charge at this guy and with my dagger, try and sneak attack him.
Alrighty.
I can do that. That's a 17 to hit.
17 to hit. That does hit. 16 was the lucky number, but 17 hits as well.
Then let's do my damage again.
Do it.
Damn, that wasn't so good. 15 piercing damage.
15.
Cool.
Okay. So before it can move its shield in to block its attacks, you're able to get him a couple times in the abdomen.
And then I would like to, with that same movement, kind of maneuver myself around to his backside.
Okay.
And then disengage from him and back up.
Alrighty. Like how far do you want to
back up?
Like how far do you want to
put
be?
myself on the other side of the. I want to go on the other side of the fire, actually.
Okay.
Let's
Like
go
over
around
here?
the side there. Yeah.
Okay.
Or, yeah, because I used it.
Okay. And we got Fimble. You're up next. You're still up in them trees.
I am still up in them trees. I am looking for a way to put that fire. Actually, can I see in through the crack the ogre made?
Oh, the ogre fell to the. You can see the.
No, I know.
Spiritual.
Yeah, no, the crack in the carriage.
Oh yeah, you
Can
can
I
definitely see that.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
you
going
see,
to Misty Step inside of the carriage.
Okay. Inside, I'll just put you on top, so we know.
Yep. And I'll kick
Alex
the
has a
door
bucket of wine, not a wine, but of water, and she's tossing the water on top of the carriage to try to douse the flame.
I'm like, we got to get you out of here. Let's go. And I kick the door open behind me, and I like grab Celia's wheelchair. I'm like, let's go.
Hold on, it's locked up. She goes and turns, unlocks the brakes. Okay. So they start making their way out, and they're right next to Lila right now since they went through the back.
Then can I still do my attack actions, or that was
Yeah.
just a bonus action to get in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get a better angle on the battle?
Yes. Where do you want to be since technically you were inside? Did you want to be on? Do you want to go through the front way since they went up the back?
The front way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Draw attention to myself so that they have a chance to get to the tree line.
Makes sense. Okay. Rip. All right. See. So you step over the ogre's corpse, and you're right behind the orc.
Oh, I'm right behind the orc, am I?
Yes, you are.
Well, that orc is about to get a hell of a headache with 3/4 staff blows.
Time to pop a
coming
melon.
This way. Orc's armor class is 18, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. God damn, this dice is retired. Not one hit.
All right, so you go to move, and it turns, and it uses its battle axe to counter and block your attacks. And then we got Reginald. He's actually gonna take a step back and run. Use an athletics check, which I'll roll. Run on the side of the carriage and throw 3 daggers at the orc and land right here. But see if it happens with athletics check, acrobatics check. That's an 18. So he does. Let's do 3 attack rolls. It's only a 5. 14, it's a 17. So it just misses, glances off its armor. Whew. And that's lucky number 18. So 1 gets lodged. Right. Yeah, it's like right under its shoulder, in the shoulder blade pad. That's going to be 6 points of damage to it. And Bron's turn is next. He's going to turn, look at the ogre. This Echo Bro is going to shape up right next to Fimble, and then take 2 swipes at the ogre orc's back. Oof. That's 19. It's only a 4, so 1 attack hits. Damage. Yes, clear. Six. That's 6 points of damage. And then Braun's gonna use his war pick. Wait, it's a +8, so no, that actually does hit. That's a 23. I thought it was one. So that does hit. That and Doingo, clear. All right, so that's another 8. Okay. And Lila, you're up next.
Alrighty.
You're still with Alex and Celia in the back of the carriage.
Yeah, so as they're running out, I want to use the carriage to try to run through as like a opening through the fire, to try and get to the other side of the firewall.
Okay, so you're gonna climb inside, run through, pop out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, you're
30 feet,
yep,
however far that gets me.
outside the carriage, right next to the thief and the ogre corpses.
Cool. Can I see all my friends?
Yep, you've got.
Then
You're right behind Fimble, and then you see Braun past the orc, and you see Reginald.
okay. So I will at
Solestarr off in
third
the
level
distance.
cast mass healing word on the party.
Okay.
So that's 10 hit points for everybody. Not that doesn't help too much, but it's something. That's my bonus action.
Yet.
Yeah, but I know Braun has, and I figured I'd just get all of it, everybody. And I think Solestarr had taken some too. And then whichever enemy is closest to me, I will swing at with my
That'd be the orc.
mace. Yeah. And with this fancy mace, I get to hit twice.
Cool.
An attack.
Kind of
So,
climb. You climb on top of the ogre to do this attack. It's just
okay.
It's a clustered mess. So.
Well, the first one I think misses because that's only a 15 to hit, and you said it's 18 for that orc.
That is correct.
And then the second one is a 25, so
that
that'll
does hit.
I'll be doing all of these two-handed, so it's the D10 bludgeoning. So that's 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and then 2 D6s of cold. So an additional 8, so 19 points total.
Okay.
To that orc.
So, yeah.
Is he still alive, damn it?
Yeah, he's still alive. He hasn't taken as much damage as everybody else has.
That is true.
He has a huge AC.
Yeah.
He's armored the F up, as they would say. Okay, Lila, let's see. Warlock. All right. Warlock turns to look at Solestarr.
Just having a stare contest right now. Just
Yeah.
looking at each other.
You get the little hawk scream. Or whatever. I can't do it. All right. It's gonna be booming blade. All right. So it's going to run and attack with sword, and while doing so, cast booming blade.
Oh.
I can't read it too well here, so I'm just going to do this real quick. Load up. So you brandish the weapon used in spellcasting to make a melee attack against a creature within 5 feet of you. On a hit, the target suffers the weapon's attack normal effects and then becomes sheathed in booming energy until the start of your next turn. The target only moves up to 5. If the target willingly moves 5 feet or more before then, the target takes another 1d8 thunder damage. Okay, so it's going to roll to attack. That's only a 7, so you're able to dodge its attack. And you hear thunder crackle where it swung. All right. But as you're standing right next to the whirl, like you can see, like the faces push in and out, and it looks like the shield is just made out of smoke, almost similar to a bronze echo. C2. Yep. Mr. Orkenfield. He's going to do a cleave and try to cut through Reginald and Braun. Dirty 20, 17. It's only going to be 5 points of damage to Braun and Reginald. Rogue 2. They are going to drop a smoke bomb and try and disappear. They drop the smoke bomb, but it's a dud and it doesn't work. It just sort of putters just like a little bit of smoke and then it just sort of dissipates. And it's going to look back up and take one jab with a dagger at Braun. It's only 17, so Braun's able to easily glance it off his shield. We are back at Solestarr.
Again, I'm going to go in with a sneak attack on this guy. Give him a fake out with my left and jab him to knife in my right, you know?
Yeah.
And I would like to use another point of my luck while I'm at it.
Nope. Oh, you're fine.
Cool. Cheers. 15 plus 8, so that's 23.
23 does hit.
Cool. Let's roll better on this damage this time. So that's 20 piercing damage total.
20 piercing damage total. All right. So with that, you see it take one step back and then it drops to its knees. And the shield dissipates. It's no longer resistance. His sword shrinks down to like a little stick. His eyes glow red. Fire shoots out of his mouth and he falls to the ground unconscious.
What?
I'd like to kick him just to make sure. But yeah, I'll stay right there.
Yeah.
Kind of scared to move after that last boom. I'll wait a second.
Okay. Yeah, they are on the ground unconscious. And Fimble, you're up next. You're still right behind Orker.
Take this mother orker out.
All right.
I have a new die to roll.
Whoop whoop.
Die to roll. Well, one of those hits.
All right. And that damage
One.
will be?
Taking 4 physical damage and 5 psychic damage.
All right.
Why this wooden stick I have is just not effective against full plate mail?
Just clang.
Yeah.
All right. But the psychic damage does sort of F with its mind, and it's got a ringing in its ears, and it drops its battle axe and covers its ears with its hands. Okay.
Then in that case, free action, I'm going to pick up that battle axe and Misty step away with it.
Alrighty. Where do you... Back here, or... where do you
Over
want?
by Braun.
Alright, so right behind Braun.
Yeah.
Towards the fire.
Near it. Still 5 feet away from it. So then next we got Reginald. He's going to take that opportunity, and he's just going to lunge at the ogre with a dagger in hand and just stabby stabby. So, strength contest to try and tackle it with an advantage. Does so he tackles it, he brings that dagger down, and he just starts slicing and poking at him. That's 15. It's going to be 30 points of damage total. Okay. And he's still on top of him, and Orc's trying to block its attacks, but it can't concentrate that well with the ringing in its ears as Reginald attacks with his dagger. We've got Braun up next. Braun's going to turn to the rogue and have his Echo brother come up behind, take 2 swipes, because that's the Braun classic. 4 plus 8 is 12, and this is 17 for the rogue, so that does hit. Second attack. It's 8 points of damage. Braun's going to take a swing with his war pick. That's going to be 19. That'll hit. That's going to be another... Gosh. What here? Breast bowls. Braun breast bowls. Boingo boingo. So that's 12. That's going to be 20 points of damage total. Alright. So they're actually, with that war pick, he's able to land it right on its shoulder, and it dislodges the rogue's arm, and it just hanging by just sinew and tissue and dislocated. It screams out in pain. Ah! And it looks and turns around, seeing all of its comrades laying on the ground. coughs up a little blood and spits it at Braun. And Lila, it's your turn. You're
Sounds good.
right here, right behind the orc.
And where was Braun fighting? 'Cause I don't.
He's on the other side of the ogre, or the orc. So that's you,
Okay.
orc, and that's Braun, Reginald, Thimble. And then he fell.
Okay. I guess I'll swing at the ogre again since I'm right there anyway.
Alrighty.
So the first one misses.
Well, he's on the ground and... Sorry, yeah. He's on the ground and Reginald's knifing him. But yeah, you can
Stabbing him?
definitely... Yeah, you can definitely make an attack.
Okay. Well, if he's on the ground, that would be with advantage, but
That's
my second
correct.
one was a 21.
Yep.
So that hits. So I'll do again 2 for the second hit. And that's an 18. Do I crit maybe? No, this is 23. So both hit.
Mm-hmm. Roll for damage.
That's a 12 plus 10, so 22 plus.
Cool. How would you like to see this motherfucker die?
Well, you know, ice is my favorite thing apparently, so let's shatter him into a bunch of pieces after I freeze him to death.
Alrighty. That does happen.
Sweet. Less things to clean up later. And then so all that's left is the
Rogue
rogue.
and Warlock. Well, Warlock's unconscious, so they're
Okay.
technically alive. They're just a little dazed.
The little flavor text on killing the ogre as Reginald is like on top
Orc.
of his chest stabbing him. Yes.
Mhm.
I like whatever part of him is closest to me is what starts to freeze and just shatters underneath him like scattering of marbles.
All right.
Um,
Dope.
And then as my bonus action, why don't we help Braun a little more? I will cast just a single healing word at him
Okay.
for 14 points of healing for him. I realize we're almost done, but still.
Yep.
Soul, how are you looking for health?
Much better since you cast Healing Word.
Cool. Or the mass healing I did before?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. And then movement-wise, I guess I'll just surround the rogue if any way I can.
Yeah. It's right next to the Bronze Echo brother.
Okay, that sounds good. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Oh. Warlock is unconscious. Yeah, still unconscious. Its eyes are wide open and glowing red. And you can see like smoke pouring out of its
Concerning.
mouth.
Oh, the time limit's coming out.
Maybe they'll summon something when it's done.
Do we see black rings on their fingers?
If you want to make an investigation check.
It can blend me. All right, 16.
16. You do spot a black ring, sort of like a tattoo that's circling around its wedding ring finger on the left hand. It looks like waves, ocean waves that sort of moving all around the finger.
Wonderful.
All right, and we've got 5 rogue. It's looking about, realizes it's in not the best situation. It drops its weapon And it looks at her, raises its hands. I surrender. I surrender.
What's happening with your buddy there?
I don't know them. We've only been a group for about 5 days. That one is very much the silent type, does not like to talk amongst us. But I gather, by the looks of it, either some spell sort of backfired, or maybe its patron is recalling his soul.
What about that contract there? You know, the one that left that nasty ring on your finger?
Oh, that's for Reginald.
No, the other guys have it too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Just, well, the warlock does. The rogue actually doesn't.
Oh.
But the warlock
Whoa.
does.
Okay. Well then.
Yes. The origin was Roche Hayal. He is the one who casted this contract, dark magic, some ancient Shadowfell, mysterious. I don't know too much about it. I've never really dabbled in that. I'm just used to using my blades. But clearly, it looks like we are no match for you. But I will give you a fair warning, we're not the only group out for you.
Well, let's secure him, maybe, possibly.
I still got slumber cups. I'll slap them on him.
What do you mean slumber? As soon as you latch him across his wrist, you just...
We could probably just tie him to a tree, take his weapons.
Just for now, just to secure.
Yeah.
Him. Doesn't try anything funny.
I
set him far away from
tree
camp,
line.
and then
Yeah.
tie
I
him
head
up.
over to the tree line to get Celia and Alex to see if they can help us figure out if we need to do anything with this warlock beam of whatever.
And Celia and Alex are going to use their magic to douse the fire using create water.
I don't have that this time.
Reginald looks at Braun. You still got that flask? I can go for a good drink. Braun hesitates, but nods and hands it over to him. Final requests and all. Takes a swig and hands it back to him.
I just can't come to terms with how terrible of a life you've led, how much suffering you've left in your wake, and you can come to the end of this and die easy.
I like a
Peacefully
hard
almost.
death.
This is
I deserve a hard death. Like you said, I've done some bad things. It's time I get some bad things thrown at me.
I was gonna say, I don't think I could let you just die peacefully. You need to be killed.
The contract says he's going to be dragged into the hells, so...
If you want to end me
My
now,
whole life I dreamt of killing
go
him.
for it. I won't stop
And
you.
I'll walk up and I'll have my knife. And I'll press it to his cheek. Just look him in the eye for a second before I pocket the dagger again. I'm so much more than you've made me. I'm not a killer.
I realize that.
I'm more. I have friends now. We're gonna save the world. You,
I hope
Reginald,
you
are insignificant.
do. Fair enough.
Goodbye. Go die
Goodbye.
alone. Out there.
Picks up his
And if this is all
crossbow.
a joke, if I ever see you again, if you come back to life, I will kill you.
Fair enough. He turns, starts walking. Takes about 30 yards away, and he falls to his knees. Says, maybe I was off on the time. And then just falls down into the tall grass. You see a bright amber, orange, red swirl around him. You see like a beam of energy, and he just falls into a pit of fire.
Oh, lovely. Does it close?
Yeah, the light tanks
Kind of
out.
hit open up before,
No,
so.
search.
Well, that motherfucker's still alive too. The head collector.
Don't remind me. I was almost gonna say that Solestarr should have said, "You're not my real dad."
Oh, damn. I didn't even have time to get those quips in.
I learned it from watching you.
Yeah, no. I'm at a turning point in my life where I realized I could be more than just a killer. You know, I might actually make something of myself. I might go into music. I've always wanted to.
And an arrow
Cookie.
pierces Solestarr through the heart.
Oh, I shared too much. I shared too much.
Is it another message?
You don't want to be just
Another-
you don't want to be
For my
just a
dad.
sandwich connoisseur.
I don't know. I could be anything now. That's the point. You know, there's so many chapters I've closed just in the past few months alone, and
I mean, come
I
on,
feel
you
like
can
I've
open
got
up
a
a
new lease on
franchise.
life. I have a ship now, guys. Do you guys remember that? I got us a ship.
Yep.
We're
More
looking
stuff
good.
for us to manage.
Bron's looking at it like, a ship. Where is it? I don't see it.
I don't actually have it with me. I'll have to go find it. But I got the key to it.
Okay. Drink.
Yes, please.
I didn't like the guy, but I'm sure you still got to grieve him somehow.
Look, if you're still taking applications for being a father, I might apply, and I need a new dad.
Well,
Soul, I think you really need to have a conversation with Joel at some point.
yeah.
I'm so confused about Joel, you know,
Well, Joel's gone, so.
because I've had
I know.
I've had dreams about him though. I don't know where he fits in with everything. I'm scared, but I do see what you mean.
Celia and Alex are mending the carriage using a little bit of druid craft.
I wish I had mending. With how often we break things.
Whoever has mending though,
Wizards. We don't got those.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I could learn it. I'd have to give up one of my cantrips, but I could learn it.
Yeah, we've got two people that have it as well, so.
Yeah.
But just you'll sort of look at the battlefield in front of you. The moon still full in the night sky. Start to see a little bit of amber red down at the horizon. Alex and
Probably
Celia
move
look at
away
you.
from here once we get the carriage.
I'd
So,
like to investigate the bodies for sure.
oh, absolutely.
Really get some loot maybe. And did we leave that warlock unconscious, or are we gonna deal with this?
You can try talking to it. It's like catatonic, laying on the ground, its eyes glowing red, smoke coming out of its mouth, and it looks like it's being burned from the inside out.
So it looks like he's open for a conversation.
Totally.
He looks like a talker, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Celia and Alex found anything out by taking a look at him or not.
As you as you take a step closer, the same thing that happened to Reginald happens to the warlock. Pit opens up underneath it, and he falls into a pit of fire. You can see him fall, and there's a big swirl of black energy. It falls into the darkness. The flames erupt out. The ground seals shut.
Good. Great.
Yeah.
More things from
That-
there
that
will
sounds
come
nice.
after us.
But do we find anything on their bodies?
Yeah,
Give you-
if you guys want to do whoever's searching, or if anybody wants to help him do an investigation roll.
Yeah, let's do this. Oh, damn, I got a 6. So if somebody would like to help me.
Hey,
Sure. I was gonna say I can give you guidance, but that's not gonna be much. The D4.
I'm going through a lot right now. I need a moment.
Fimble, are you wanting to investigate?
I suppose I'll look. I don't find anything.
Okay. But just general stuff that you do find. You find 4 daggers, short sword. Fimble still has the battle axe.
Oh yeah, you missed a step with that.
Yeah. Is there anything special about this battle axe?
Its blades are made of silver, and the hilt and the staff are sort of made out of an oak that's been twisted and bound together, and it's got orcish runes sort of carved in its handle. It's got a silver grip that's sort of holding the leather bindings where it grips the battle axe. It looks like it's in great shape and could probably fetch some decent coin.
Okay. Detect magic.
Okay. Gives off no magical energy.
Okay. Do I see anything among the corpses?
So we have ogre. Let me grab my cards of goodies.
I love goodie cards.
Goody, goody, goody.
Treasure. Actually, just under the ogre, you see the rogue, and you pick up slippers of spider climbing.
So,
I look at them, like I'm checking them out. And where is my equipment? There we go.
And through
Boots of hops.
and in the ice pile that's scattered on the ground, that was the orc. You do see I can't pronounce this word. Parrot of health. Looks like a medallion with a heart. That's
Parrot.
got parrot. Thank you. Yeah, Parrot of health. So if anybody wants to pick that up,
I hand the spider climbing shoes over to Solestarr. I'm like, sorry your bad dad died. Here's some shoes.
thank you. Why don't we split it? You keep one and I keep one.
Well, I like my shoes already, and I kind of like show off my boots of hops.
Okay. I'll take them, but I won't put them on my feet. I'll probably use them on my hands, if anything.
I'm sure that's how they work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite fond of my own shoes as well. Or maybe.
And you also find on the ogre a parapet of wound closure.
Ooh.
I had that on my first character.
It's awesome.
Well, I'd say definitely either of you two or Braun take one of those each, just because damage.
Sure.
Who wants
Take
the health?
periaptic wound closure.
All right, I'll give the parapet of health to Braun. It's PERIAPT.
Very apt.
Periapt. I'm periapt. I'm a very smart person.
Pleasure to meet you, Perry Apt.
Now you can watch Perry rap. No. Womp womp. Oh. All right. And Alex and Celia look on the group. I'm like, well, where do you guys want to go?
We were
We were
heading
heading somewhere.
somewhere.
Yeah, we had plans to go. I think we were going to. What's the shitty village? No,
Were we?
No,
Venland?
Venland. Yeah.
His Solestarr did find out his ship is off the coast near there.
Yeah, and
That's
then
right,
aren't we
yeah.
near the sands of Tarun? Like where the forest is near it, I think.
Yeah.
Let me bring up.
I had the map.
Oh no, that's Fields of Typhon.
Yeah,
Sands
you're.
of Tarun are north of Nidhogg Forest.
Yeah,
We're in
it's
the
to the
Moonshire
east. Yeah,
Forest,
it's,
right?
yeah. Let's bring it up my map. But yeah, you're to the east of the Moonshire Forest. The
Fields of Typhon.
Fields of Typhon are south of you.
Okay. Yeah, the for bronze memory potion we still need cactus juice in the sands of Tarun and a bitter green flower in the forest bitter green flowers in the
Lunenmoor,
swamp, which I think
yeah.
that's the one on the other
Yes.
side of the world.
Yep. Well, other side of the region, yeah.
So yeah, we can head towards the ship and then maybe swing by the sands before maybe stopping by thingy again. Checking in
So,
at
Venland, Fields of Typhon, City of Svarga.
Yeah.
what did we need at the city?
Did we need something?
I don't remember.
It's been a couple months.
It's been a month and a half.
Let me bring that back. I'll go ahead and cut the camera here. This is one thing I don't like about this new ways. I can't see. Let's do that. That's fair enough.
Oh, excuse me.
No! Oh.
Well, that's different.
Yeah. I tried to minimize it and it just rotated it, so I'm just gonna put you into the waiting room. Goodbye. And then I'm gonna go share screen. Window to the walls. Shit.
Sweat drops down your balls.
Whoa. It's always fun when it goes to full screen.
Exit full screen.
Well, I know at some.
Ah. There we are.
We were also getting those keys too.
Okay. So
Where's the next closest key is the question, because we already got the one in the Kurosawa Sands.
I think you got, yeah, there's one that's down in past the Moonshire in the cursed city of Kaldahara.
Oh man,
Lovely.
sounds like a lovely place.
It is. But yeah, you're pretty much like right in here between this brown trail and the Moonshire Forest edge.
Okay.
Okay, you can't see the marker. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, like right in here.
Mm-hmm. I can see your cursor.
All right, cool. But yeah, we've got yeah. Totem Sigil 6 is where the cursed city of Kaldahar is. You've got the one in the Kurosawa Sands. And then there's one north past the Apple Spire where the rest of Tenzin Mampa's crew left. It's like on the far eastern side above Lila's hometown.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also one on the island of Nuru near the cursed tower of Yorgamander. And there's also, I think, one on Shikuni Island.
Did we need to go back to Belphegor's Promise for anything? I have it written here, but I don't remember what.
Oh no, that you guys haven't been there yet. That's
okay.
That's way up. God dang it! What happened? Oh, Google Docs. Shut up. Shut it. Oh, I did that, but no. Yeah, Belphegor's Promise. That's where Tarvis was talking about where the last little bit that he remembers from growing up. But there's also, there's
That's
the
right.
Belphegor's Promise. This says that he thinks that the keys lead are part of a lost crypt that's hidden in Belphegor's museum. There's also the Dagon Penitentiary where they think Lila's father Edric is at, and you haven't heard word yet, but you did know that there were
yes, there's
people
a
sent
recon mission to go get him.
Well, a group is looking and trying to rescue him. Yes.
Yeah, Nactus group is on recon for Edric to see if they can get him.
Right, now you haven't been to Belphegor's Promise yet, but once you guys get your ship, you'll have more freedom to pretty much go anywhere you want to.
Yeah, Torvis was fighting bandits out Belphegor's Promise.
Yep. Covered that.
Yeah.
So the question still stands from Alex and Celia. Where do you guys want to go?
Well, we have a travel point outside of Kevland, don't we?
Venland?
Or Venland, sorry.
Yeah, but I think we can only travel between the points, so.
Yeah, and the ship is
off the coast near Venland.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess towards the
Venland
ship we go.
Is where we're going, yeah. But it's nice to have the whole plan laid out.
Right. So you guys maybe you'll meet up with Rem.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody gets their gear together, wrangle the horses that are a bit timid, but some animal handling from Celia, and they were quick to get mounted back onto the carriage and headed northeast to Vinland.
Yep. Wave goodbye to the Guardian who's there for another 8 hours because I don't feel like wasting a spell to dispel him.
It waves back. No.
But yeah. Sounds like a plan. We'll have to see what state this ship is in.
And Solestarr, do you still have the dagger on you, or did you give it to Lila?
I would have given it to Lila.
Okay.
That special dagger.
Alrighty. I'll mark that
I'll
in my
check
notes.
it out at later time.
No
Yeah.
worries.
And for right now, it'll be in the bag of holding, where hopefully it doesn't hurt anybody.
All right. Skill is dagger. Dagger. And bag. Okay. So that's going to be the end of this session for the day. It's good to have you all back. You guys.
Good to be back.
I
That
said
was
it
a heavy
first.
one for me, guys. Oh,
Okay. And let's see.
but it was fun. Yeah, no, I missed this.
Yeah, so did I. Had a nice good fight. So, how is everybody for February 11th?
Let me see. I should be good, but let's see.
Yeah.
I have no standing plans
Okay.
Same.
right now.
Should be good.
All right. I'll pass the word to Kelly and see how things are going. But thanks again for playing. Everybody out there, thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, check out our threads. I'll be doing some writing streams. I got my outline all set for a screenplay we're going to work on is Metal Gear, based off the Nintendo Entertainment System. And then I have some reviews coming for Onimusha and Scavenger's Reign.
Nice.
So
Fantastic.
look for those. And of course, I'll be posting all news on our Threads account. So please make sure to follow that. But everything under the sun, if you're looking for us, it's all at the Natural 1's TTRPG. Thanks again. Peace, love, and respect. Catch you next
Have a
time.
good night. I'll see you guys till later.
See ya.